Hey everyone, Sycra here, and in this composition lesson, I'm going to be covering odd-numbered visual elements. So basically, this is something that just states that if you have an odd number of visual elements in your piece, it's going to look more appealing than if you had an even number. So let's bring out a tree here, and if I just have one tree, it looks fine, wherever I put it, it's fine. It doesn't, really distract. This still looks like a background that is somewhat easy on the eyes. But if I bring in two trees, now suddenly you get this feeling of, I don't know, it's drawing attention. It's feels almost like there's a relationship between these two trees. And if you want this for a background piece, it's just kind of weird. So I could put the trees together, and that kind of, makes it easier on the eyes. And this, again, it's a suggestion. It's not something that you always have to do. You can put even numbered visual elements. It's not a big deal. It's just something that, it helps to know that, okay, when you have an odd number of visual elements, things tend to look better. So let's bring a figure into the equation. And so, okay, so here we have a guy, and we have one visual element. Doesn't matter where we put it. It seems, it's fine, because there's this guy and there's this tree. If we have a guy on the other side, it's still okay. It kind of balances it out now because there's three elements, but it's still a bit more awkward than this one. Okay. So what if we have three trees? Well, that's going to look pretty okay. But you still can have bad composition, like if I do this with the three trees, it's not that good. If I do this, it's better. If I clump these trees together, that's pretty good. Especially if, okay, so looking at the heights, if I do something like this, where this is the biggest tree, and then, like that, it's kind of distracting. But if you vary it, so you would put, the middle in between, then it's less distracting. And here, if I have more trees, like 4 trees, then it's more distracting than this one. So odd numbers, just for whatever reason, tend to be easier on the eyes when you have an odd number of elements. And I mean, this is pretty unnatural. Let's say I have this composition though with 4 trees. The reason I think these rules, you don't have to pay too much attention to them, is because if I do something like this and I put this tree here and then maybe these trees together on one side, now it's somewhat balanced again. So it's just your arrangement of things. And let's bring a figure back. So if I have one figure, it's fine. If I have 2 figures, it's kind of strange now. It seems like some things going on, like there's 2 individuals instead of just the figure. And let's bring one figure here. And so now we have 2 figures again. But now we have 3 figures and it becomes a group again. So when there's 1, it's just an individual, it's fine. When there's 2, there's almost tension to it. When there's 3, it's fine again. And 4, it's a little bit of tension again, but it's okay. And then 5, now it's good again. So if you're looking at this and you're thinking, that's odd, well, that's good, because odd-numbered visual elements are pretty appealing. So in the next lesson, I'm going to be talking about foreground, midground, and background, and I hope this lesson helped you a little bit, and thanks for watching.